Hallå ja! Hallå alla! Tjena! Hur är det? Sorry. Hi, I'm Maja. You can find me as sjomajlin on Instagram and on Ravelry and on YouTube. And I'm just checking to see that today is Friday, the 20th of February. Hi, welcome. Today I'm recording this in the afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock. Hopefully it will work out lighting wise. We'll just have to see. And also today, this morning I got to do some car knitting, which I love. I rode with my colleague to Värnamo, which is I would say it takes about 15 minutes to drive from here, so I got to do some car knitting. However, their family are horse people, so I had a little bit of an allergic reaction sitting in that car, so I'm still a bit itchy where it's the normal, so heads up for that. So hi, 300 subscribers! I think, because I've been looking on my phone and on the computer, and yeah, somewhere it said 299 and somewhere it said 300, but still 300. Thank you. That is awesome. So two things I would like to say on that note. One is, or well, other than thank you, one is, I would love to say I'm doing this for me and because I think it's fun, which is true. However, if no one was watching, I would probably do something else, you know, in another form. So I'm also doing this for you guys. That sounds, I don't know. I am, anyway. So I want to once again say that please give me feedback if there is something you want me to talk about or change, or you know, I'm not promising I will, but I will absolutely take it into consideration because I'm doing this for you as well. Mostly I'm doing it because I like it, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. But as I said, if no one was watching, I would probably do something else. So sorry. As I've said a couple of times now, there is a Ravelry group. It's called sjomajlin group. It's not very active, and I'm thinking that is totally okay. I haven't had the energy to put into it, and I'm thinking there are so many groups and so many boards, and maybe there is not really a need for another group. Excuse me. However, if you want to use it, please do, and if you want to use that in a way to get in touch with me, please do. If you want to comment here on YouTube, or if you want to PM me on Ravelry so it's private. But if you want to get in touch, please do. And you can follow me on Instagram and comment there, and yeah. So that's the one thing. The other thing is that, and this is, I don't really know which approach to take to this. I would love to do some sort of prize drawing giveaway thing, and 300 subscribers would be an awesome opportunity to do that, but I'm not, so sorry for bringing that up. Honestly, I know that, well, most of you guys are across this Atlantic from here, and a lot of you guys are in the UK and other places of Europe, and to be doing some sort of prize drawing and giveaway, the shipping would be expensive, and with my current work situation that is not really happening, and I could do some sort of, you know, giftable patterns on Ravelry, but that is an awesome prize to get, because I've gotten a pattern, but it doesn't really feel like something I would want to give, you know, as a grand prize thingy. So I'm thinking I'll have to work that out. I'm definitely gonna do, or I definitely want to do, some sort of prize drawing or giveaway at some point, but I haven't really figured out how to do it. So I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm not doing it now, and I hope that you don't find that, I don't know, rude or anything. But that's how it is right now with, well, shipping and costs and that sort of things. Okay, other than that, what have I done this week? I haven't really done anything. I've been working. Nothing special really. I've had some good knitting time this week, and as I said, I got to do some car knitting today, which is something that I really like, so that's good. And I'm sorry, this chair is just creaking. Other sort of life updates, nothing's really happening. But it's good, I'm doing good. We're having super boring weather. But hopefully, they've said the sun might show on Sunday, so I'm hoping for that. So, yes, there is one thing I would like to tell you about though. I started taking, this fall, I took an online class via Coursera.com.org, I don't remember. I'm sure you'll find it if you Google it. They list a bunch of online classes you can take from different universities. I think in North America, because the last one I took was from Berkeley. No, yes it was. One from Berkeley and one from, oh come on, well, Canada. I don't remember which one it was. Embarrassing. Okay, and now I am taking a new class from Buffalo State, New York State College. I'm not sure which it was, but it's online. It's a class on creativity, and I just started this week. It runs for 6 weeks, so if that is something that sounds interesting, please join. It's free, and I think it's a lot of fun. And this first week I'm really enjoying it so far. I see myself as being a creative person. I think that most people are creative, or I think everyone is creative in their own way, and excuse me, I think that I am, as I said. However, I don't think, that, oh, I'm creative. I'm thinking there's a lot of things for me to learn in this course as well. I haven't really learned anything yet for this first week, but I'm loving that they talk about, or they, what do you say, they killed a bunch of weird pictures of how creativity looks, and that's good. That makes me happy. So whilst watching those class videos, I did some knitting. So I have 2 finished objects. One is a charity hat. I had started this last week, and this was what I was knitting on when I was looking at those videos. It's just a simple hat with some leftover yarns out of Järbo Fuga that I've shown you a couple of million times. It's superwash acrylic, I think, 50-50 or something like that. So just a simple children's hat for charity that I finished. Excuse me. And sorry. And then I finished the shawl, the meadowgrass shawl, and I don't remember who it was by. Do I have it right here so that I can get it easily? No. Yes, maybe. By Heidi Allander, meadowgrass shawl. so many things that I did out of Prolana. It's a sock yarn. 75% wool and 25% polyamide. The pattern is supposed to use, or you are supposed to use, 2 color yarns and stripe them. But I used just the one, but it's a self-striping yarn, so it's still striping. I was a bit worried that the colors, the stripes and the rows would make the colors to pool and be weird. And sure, the stripes get more narrow. You knit it from the neck down. But I don't think that the difference is very huge, and I'm trying to show you without me shadowing it from behind. I don't know. So it's a stockinette sort of body of the shawl, and then there is a lace edge to it, which is also striping since I just used the one yarn. I'm happy with this. It's not huge. I just used this one skein of yarn, which is about 400 meters, and I used most of it. There was just a little bit left over when I had done the bind off of the lace. The words just escaped me, but it's almost, you can see if I have it like this, it's pretty much my wingspan in width, but the ends are the ends are pretty narrow. But it lays good across my shoulders if I keep it like that, or it's a small-ish shawlette even if I have it like that, with a little lace. So I'm happy with it. I finished it yesterday, so I haven't really, I wore it today in the morning before lunch, but I haven't really, worn it yet, but I think I like it. So I finished that as well. I can recommend the pattern. It was a fun pattern, or an easy pattern to follow. Obviously I didn't do the two color striping, but it looks really pretty in the pictures using that. But I wanted to use that yarn for something, so that's what I did. Yes. And then I have somewhat of an half object, but it's not a half object. I had cast on the a Katniss shawl that I'm modifying a bit. I had cast this on last week, so I made this. This is gonna be the front of this cowl. It will go across my shoulders like that, and then this will go straight down, not straight down, but diagonally down. It doesn't really show very well. I think I have a picture of the printed pattern. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, and you can see the picture on the pattern. Oh, words. There are a bunch of different Katniss cowl patterns on Ravelry, and I'm trying to find the name of the designer for this one, but I can't find it. Sorry. If you want to find this one though, it's on my projects page on Ravelry. I am sorry about that. And it's a good pattern, but you can see that it goes across the shoulders and then down over the body. So I did the front, and then I will do the same one, but what do you say, mirrored for the back, and then pick up some stitches around the neck and do some sort of neck for it. The pattern gives you instruction to do this sort of almost ropey parts with braided fabric, which is really cool. I did it to my other Katniss cowl. I think I will do something else for this because I want it a bit, I don't know, slimmer. So I'll do something else, but sneezes. Nope. But so this isn't really a half object, but it's almost a half object. I will be casting on the back part soon. I haven't done that yet. I'm using Gidifra. I don't know. Shetland Deluxe, which is 50% new wool, 25% baby alpaca, and 25% baby, no, 25% mohair, not baby mohair. So it's super soft. It's so soft, and there is some, can you see, it's not really a halo, but there are like hairs sticking out. So it's a bit fluffy. I haven't soaked or washed or blocked this yet, so I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know how it will react to that, but I'll try once I get there. So I will cast on the back for this project as well. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm working on that, and that is, as I said, somewhat of a half object. And then I'm working on the Lado sweater. I'm getting close to start the ribbing for the body. It's just a few more rows to go. But it doesn't really, it doesn't really show much. So this is the Lado sweater, if you haven't seen it before, with a colorwork yoke, obviously. Knit from the top down. It's a Bauhaus inspired yoke. I'm using Drops Fable. Let me see if I have the skein with the ball band so that I can tell you that it is 75% wool and 25% polyamide. So it's hopefully a good wearing yarn. So because of the, well, it's a sock yarn, and it's almost a bit, let me see if I can show you right there, it's almost a bit, I don't know, tweedy. It's not, it's a solid, or it's not a super solid, and it's not a gradient, or it's not a semi-solid either, but it's a little bit speckled somehow. And so to keep myself motivated, I put this in where I was when I showed it to you last. So I've been doing a good chunk this week as well. And as I said, I'm getting close to starting the ribbing for the body, and then there's the sleeves to go. So I'm working on that as well. It's going slowly, but I think I will really like this sweater when it's done. So I'm looking forward to getting it done. Yay! And then I have a third, yeah, well, it's the second one I've got on the needles right now, but I will be casting on the Katniss cowl because it's not done. This is a shawl that I will show you soon, that I cast on out of my handspun. And there was some stuff in there. This is handspun that I did this fall. It's somewhere between a brown and a purple, and I have no idea what the fiber content is. It might be merino and silk, but I'm not sure. And I spun it, well, I'm very new to spinning. I've got drop spindles, a few different ones that I've been using. I've never spun on a wheel. And this is one of my first like real, projects that I spun. It's a 2-ply. I spun it as thin as I could because the fibers were The singles were hard to get thinner because they broke. So I don't really know. Pattern down. I'm knitting this anyway on yarn down. Size 4mm needles, and you can see here there is a stockinette part. It's knitting up pretty pretty nice or tight gauge with 4mm needles. So I don't know what does that make it a DK, or I don't know, I haven't learned those what do you say, labels? So picking up all of the stuff, I am knitting the Common Bean, which is a shawl pattern designed for chunky weight yarn. So I'm so the suggested needles are 8 mils, so I'm obviously knitting it much smaller, but it's not, I mean, it's a lace pattern not designed for lace weight or fingering weight yarn. Did I mean fingering weight? Or did I mean sock? As I said, I haven't learned it. But yeah. And this is, as I said, Common Bean by Caitlin French, who is French on Ravelry. As you can see right there. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It says that it's the triangle shawl was first written to use yarn I had dyed with black bean and water. Black bean, water and alum. So it's designed to show off the yarn. Most projects are though. I do not, however, there is no picture of the shawl on the on the printed page, the printed pattern. So I could have prepared this before, but I didn't think of it until just now. So I'll see if I can just find it on my phone, so that I can show you a picture of it, because I think it's a neat shawl. And I cast this on yesterday, so I haven't done a lot on it yet. So I can't really show you. I am gonna show you what I've done, or what I've done so far, but maybe a picture of a finished object will give you a little bit more of an idea. So there. There you go. I'm trying not to give too much glare, but you can see it's a lace pattern, but not in a tiny gauge yarn. But it's a good size. I have less yarn though, less meters, fewer meters than called for, and a smaller gauge. So maybe mine will be kind of tiny, I don't know. But this is how far I've got. You knit this from the neck down as well as the finished shawl. And there is a big tangle. Oh, I'm such a mess today. I've been working and I just rushed home and sat down to record because I wanted to catch whatever daylight was left, and for next time I will take, just a few minutes to land before I start recording. But here is the shawl, with some different parts, or yeah, I don't even know what to say. Some different techniques in different areas. And can you see it better over here? It looks really, really loose when I hold it up against the white wall. And it's fairly loose. I mean, airy or, lacy. but at the same time it's not really. Yeah, that is pretty good. These stockinette sections are pretty tight, and then well, just because the yarn is a bit thicker, the lace is sort of, I don't even know what word to use, coarse or chunky-ish. I don't know. I'm liking how it turns out this far. Anyway, with these different sections of different textures, if you can call it that. I am sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I had a lot of candy. So yeah, I cast that on yesterday, so that is what I'm working on now. As well as the sweater and the Katniss cowl. So yeah. Those are my whips and my FOs. Works in progress and finished objects. And I told you last time that I'd ordered some things and they have arrived in the mail. And it's a book that I've just leafed through, so I can't really tell you much about it. It's called Shetland Lace Knitting, and it's by The Magic of Shetland Knitting even, and it's about Elizabeth Lovick, maybe? And you can see some beautiful samples there, and as I said, I just leafed through it, but I think it's a really good book. It gives you some like background history, why do I love Shetland, and history on the knitted shawls, and some cool old pictures of ladies knitting back in the day. And there you go as well. I'm not gonna show you all of it. And then there is a good section of, like, a small section of the basics. You don't really learn how to knit, but you can refresh the basics. And then there is dealing with mistakes, a section for dealing with mistakes and troubleshooting, which is good. And designing lace and designing Shetland lace, a good section on that, and how to do, it's too bright, do increases and stuff, and different shapes, as you can see. And how to write and how to read charts, and how to put motifs together, because you might want to do something like this, where you have different motifs together. And then there is like designing a scarf, designing a shawl, tips on how to design. And then there is a big section of stitch directory. Yeah. So this is sort of the index for that. So there's a lot of knitted swatches with different patterns, and there are more pages of that. So many words. And then for each pattern, let me see if I can give you a good example. There is a picture of the actual lace knitted up, and there is a chart, and it's it's written out as well, so that you can either read the chart or the written out. And there is a short text about the pattern, or the, what do you say, the texture. And so there is a big part of this book is just like a stitch dictionary or directory, which is nice. And then towards the end there is a few projects, and there is a small, that's some of them. So it's not really a pattern book, or pattern book. But there are a few projects, such as this adorable baby set with beautiful lace. So it gives you direction for those. And some wristers. And socks. And a shawl. So it's not exactly as I said, it's not a pattern book, but it's a good resource book, I think. And I haven't, as I said, I haven't done more than leafing through it, but I think it's a really good, I think it's a good value book. And I just got it and I'm happy. And it's a soft, it's not, well, I guess it's a paperback, but it's kind of more wearing. I don't know what the words are. Okay, and then I also ordered some, and I just realized that the battery, yeah, I think I'll be quick, okay. I also ordered some fiber to spin. I ordered 2 braids of fiber. I got this. It's called solig blandning, which would be sunshiny mix, maybe, or sunny mix. So it's reds, oranges, yellow, and these, where is it? You could really see it somewhere. It's some like flecks of bright pink as well. And I think it's just delicious. And this is 70% wool, 30% bamboo. And as I said, I'm a very new spinner. I haven't spun much at all, but I've certainly never spun bamboo. I've been knitting with bamboo. Didn't really notice any difference. It was a bamboo wool mix. I don't remember the percentage, but I really didn't really notice a difference between that mix and other mixes. But I also didn't dislike it. But spinning with 30% wool will be interesting. Words! Okay, and then I ordered this one, which is called, it's just called Blåa Lila Lime, which is blue, purple and lime. So it's blues, purples, greens, and this, it almost looks like yellow, but it's a very light green, and this like magenta, burgundy, and rich purple. And this is also really, really delicious. And this is a merino silk blend, and it doesn't say any percentage, so I don't know. But it feels so soft. The other is soft as well, but this is, it's like a cloud. So yeah, I will be spinning these sometime soon. I'm thinking I want to finish, and that is why I cast this on, because I want to finish something more out of my hand spun. I did I knit the pink and grey cowl a couple of weeks back out of my hand spun, and then I had this skein sitting, so I wanted to cast something on, which I did. And then I have one skein of the white yarn that I spun this fall. So I don't want to have, you know, my hand spun build up. I want to use it, so that's why I want to cast that on before I could start spinning these. So I don't know, I don't really have any plans for any of these, other than, well, practicing to spin and enjoying it and then make something. So yeah, these are just gorgeous, aren't they? Love it! So that is what I've got. The book, the fiber, some finished objects and some works in progress. Yay! Okay, so that is the fiber content for this week. So as I said, I rushed home from work today and sat down to be able to record this before it got dark. So I'm not really here yet. I'm sorry. But it's beginning to get dark out, but I think that the lightings is okay. Lightings? I have quite a few lamps lit, so I think it feels as though I'm seeing myself in the viewfinder in a way. Yeah, so I'm trying to collect my thoughts, but I don't really think, I mean, I've been working, and I have fiber in my mouth. I've been working and I'm doing okay, and yeah, nothing spectacular has been going on. And once again, thank you for all the feedback and all the love, and please don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you want, you know, to give feedback or want to ask me anything, or yeah. As I said before, don't be discouraged that the Ravelry group isn't that active. Use it if you want to, don't use it if you want to, and get in touch with me in other ways if you want to get in touch with me. And if you just want to watch, that is totally fine, but yeah, don't be discouraged if there is something you want to, yeah, you know. Yes, that is pretty much it. I hope that you have had a good week, and I hope that you'll have a good weekend and week ahead, and take care of yourselves, be kind, and I'll see you around. Bye.